by Israel? What are you
Oh,
doing?
I've been around, but I heard the high holidays were coming up, so I decided to actually leave my house and go to the synagogue because I heard that we hired a videographer.
Oh, cool. So do we have to go to the synagogue for the holidays?
No, no, you don't have to go to the synagogue. It's already taken care of. Everything is done. The synagogue, in fact, the doors aren't even open.
Oh, so most of it's going to be online, right?
Yeah, like almost all of it will be online and all of it will be outside of the synagogue.
Awesome. Well, let's go through one thing at a time. What this Friday is already Rosh Hashanah, right? I can't believe it.
I I truly don't even understand how Rosh Hashanah happens every single year like this. Like it just like shows up. I feel like we just got done with the last high holidays, and all of a sudden we are like knocking on the door of the next high holidays.
But how is this Rosh Hashanah different than every other Rosh Hashanah?
It
Our
comes with
hands,
hand sanitizer.
yeah. And also, like the four questions, how is this night different than every other night? We are, for the first time, going to have a Rosh Hashanah Seder.
Right. So the four questions that we do on Passover, we're going to do four questions for Rosh Hashanah, right?
Perfect. Yes. And we need symbolic foods for that.
Hmm. Are you going to send a shopping list?
Yes, yes, I did send a shopping list. So at 6:30, people can get on Facebook or YouTube or our website or the Zoom link that was sent out in an email. And you can sit around your table with all these symbolic foods, have this wonderful short Seder, and then have your whole evening to have your Rosh Hashanah dinner, right?
Nice. I actually stopped at Whole Foods yesterday. I had to drop something off to return something from Amazon, and I went up to the fish counter because I heard that you could have a fish head as a part of your Seder, and I
Yeah.
wanted to know how I could buy just a fish head from them. And the guy said that wasn't possible. I had to buy a whole fish.
Oh, so did you buy a fish?
I'm actually going to buy a fish. I placed an order for a snapper. I think I'm going to get one.
How cool
My
is
wife is not a fan of it, by the way. Rachel was not happy with that, but I like it. I think it's a
there's
good
some
idea.
vegans in the group that might not be happy, but there's other options. So you don't have to have all these foods because we're just saying symbolic blessings over them, but it might be fun for your family to have at your table the following items. We want your holiday candles, of course, and if you can, get a beautiful round challah, but any challah will do, any bread will do for that. So the items are dates, pomegranates, some kind of gourd or pumpkin, beets, scallions, apples and honey, and then this head thing, which is supposed to be a fish head in the old days, but you could have a goldfish cracker and just bite the body off. You could have a head of lettuce for the vegans in the crowd, or Swedish fish, or you can be creative and come up with some other way to do a head of something. So that's going to be live. Like you and I are going to be talking just like this, right?
It's going to be live. It's going to be like as in person as we can basically get, being able to be with each other. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and you can do it from your own home. You can be a part of us on Zoom. And Rabbi Chesson, remind me if I wasn't able to catch all the things you just said, the shopping list is already in my email, right?
It's in the email that we sent out for Planet, and we'll also put it on our Facebook page as well. So that's the evening, and that's a chance for us to be live together. If you're in the Zoom room, we'll have a chance to see each other and hold up our symbols together.
Nice.
Cool.
And then so for Saturday morning, for Rosh Hashanah morning,
Mm-hmm.
do I need to dress up and come to the synagogue at 9:30?
No, because at 9:30, our already filmed service, which involves a lot of people in the congregation and our choir and our musicians, it's already taped. So it's going to show up at 9:30 on screen in the various places, again, Facebook, YouTube, templebethor.com, but it's going to be there forever and ever. I guess. So if you can't watch it at 9:30, you can watch it any other time during the day or on another day as well, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
Shofar
Very
services in there, everything. And you can do it.
all right.
You can actually have your morning coffee and wear your pajamas for the first time to Rosh Hashanah services.
So I could, in theory, wear my pajamas, go to Rosh Hashanah services on my porch, have a cup of coffee at the exact same time, and be able to sit with my dog.
And have your leftover snapper.
Oh, very good point. I'll have thrown away the fish head by then.
We'll see. Yeah, you'll have eaten it by then, right? But we did want people to have a chance to be together and actually hear the shofar. So at 11:30, our magnificent shofar blowing team will be at the temple parking lot, and we will have a parking lot shofar concert. People will stay in their cars, and we will have it on the radio the way we did at our last parking lot service, but people will actually be able to hear the sounds of the shofar at 11:30 at Temple Beth Or.
Okay. So I go from the online service, which I'm watching in my pajamas on my porch, that will end like 10:33, right? Because it's exactly an hour and 3 minutes long. And we know that because it's already recorded.
Nobody talked too long. So it's an hour and 3 minutes.
So there's also a sermon in the service. It's not just like prayer. So we can have a morning. Okay.
It's a full service with a Torah reading and a sermon, the whole thing. And we were able to do it in 1 hour and 3 minutes. And so you have plenty of time to get to the temple. And you even can change out of your pajamas, or you don't have to. And then come to the temple. And if you didn't get a chance to watch the service at 9:30 in the morning, you're still okay. You can watch it later in the day.
Wonderful. That sounds like maybe a plan for every Rosh Hashanah from now on.
Well, we'll have to see about that. And things might be a little different from Yom Kippur, but we'll be back in this place this time next week to tell you more about Yom Kippur. So I'm really looking forward to it, and let's all get some fabulous stuff together for a great, great weekend.
Rabbi Chesson, thank you. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that it's a really happy new year. And well, I guess I'll see you in the parking lot.
Happy, healthy Lashana Tova to you, Rabbi Azrael, and to all of our Temple Beth Or family.
Shana